Hello and thanks for watching Gary Teaches Maths. I'm going to continue going through the Edexcel higher tier paper from 2018. This is paper 2, the calculator paper. So we're up to question 5 and we're being asked to first of all complete this table of values for this equation y is x squared minus x minus 6. So some of the values have already been done. The first one we're going to put in there is this one minus 2. So for that we can say, well, y would be equal to minus 2 squared minus 2 again. Notice I'm putting brackets around this because we have to be extremely careful about the negative signs. Minus 6 at the end. So again, this is 4x equals minus 2, and if we square the first bit we get 4, we get positive 4, we've got minus 2 is positive 2, take 6. So we see 4 plus 2 take 6 will give us 0. That's the first value there. If we do the same for x equals negative 1, we can see that we would get y is equal to minus 1 all squared minus negative 1 minus 6. If we tidy that up, minus 1 squared is going to give us a positive number. It's going to give us 1. Minus 1 gives us plus 1. And then take away 6. So we end up with minus 4. So that's the value we can put in there. If we then do the next value, so this is x is equal to 1. That would give us that y is equal to 1 squared minus 1 minus 6. 1 squared being 1, take away 1 is 0, take away 6 will give us negative 6. So that's the value there. For x equals 2, that will give us y is equal to 2 squared, take away 2, minus 6. So that would be 4 minus 2 minus 6, which would give us minus 4. Finally, well, let me just get that one in there. Finally, we're going to look at x is equal to 3. That's going to give us y is 3 squared minus 3 minus 6. And that's going to give us 9 minus 3 minus 6, which is 0. That's the value that will go there. And we can notice, looking at this, it's a quadratic function that we're going to be plotting eventually. We can notice it's actually symmetrical. So it's a little check we can do. We can see we've got minus 6, minus 6, minus 4, minus 4. Continuing to work outwards, we've got 0 and 0. And if we did actually work out the value for x equals 4, you can see that it would be 6, y is equal to 6. So then the next job we're going to do is try and plot these on this graph. So on the grid, draw the graph of y equals x squared minus x minus 6, which is the function we've just been working out for the table. So plotting these as coordinates, when x is negative 3, we get y is 6, which represent that as a cross. When x is negative 2, y is 0, so we plot that there. When x is negative 1, we get that y is negative 4. When x is 0, we get y is negative 6. Continuing along, we get when x is 1, we get that y is negative 6. When x is 2, y is negative 4. And when x is 3, y is 0. So there we go. And we've just been asked to simply join those up with our line a smooth curve. So hopefully you'll do a better curve than I've done here. It's going to go slightly below these two central points, and we're going to try and go through them. There we go. A little bit tricky on a graphics tablet, this to draw. So that's our graph of this. Try and go through all the points, obviously, when you're plotting it. Finally, part C, use your graph to find estimates to the solutions to the equation x squared minus 6 equals -2. Now, we've already plotted y equals x squared minus x minus 6. And in fact, if we then also plot the other side of the equation, if we plot y is equal to -2, that will, where they cross, will give us the solutions to this equation. Now, the graph y equals -2 would just be a horizontal line like that. Oh, there we go. Horizontal line. So we would end up with, going through -2 there, the places where it crosses are going to be there and there. And they are our estimations. So to work out what they are, what we would do, project them points up to there. And we would say, okay, for me that looks like x equals -1.4. And this point here, I'd say x equals 2.5. Okay, so those are our estimated solutions. X is -1.4 and x, or I should say, or x is 2.5. There we go. We've done it. There is some solution, there is some tolerance, I should say, to these values because they are estimations, and everyone will be drawing a slightly different curve, but it'll only be between plus or minus 0.1 that you would get a tolerance. So you've got to try and draw it quite accurately. Hope that's been of help to you. If it has, please like our page and subscribe to our channel, Gary Teaches Maths. And for more help of this sort, you could look at our website, which is bestmathstutors.co.uk. Thanks for watching.